Good morning, gentle viewers, and how are you today? This is take 2 of Skydive. Uh, I started uploading the first one, and yeah, I didn't name it, and I deleted it from my phone before it was done uploading. So, take 2. That's okay. So, we're going to go with Skydive. Take 2. He originally started in Season 2, Episode 40, The Key to Vector Sigma, Part 2. In 1985. And he started as an F-16 Fighting Falcon jet, and he was the left leg of Superior. He liked to read about strategy. He really didn't like fighting. He didn't like conflict, but he understands that, the Decepticons are who they are. Slingshot, his brother, on the other hand, he wasn't so keen on the whole destroying anybody, including the Decepticons, until I think it was another episode, 48, 43. Maybe it was 43. I think it was 43. Where they went back in time and they saw Megatron almost kill Orion and Ariel and Dion, and I think it was Slingshot actually carried Optimus. Or was it three? No, it was 3 of them that carried Orion. Told the Alpha Trion about Ariel and Dion. Dion got sent to another facility. Ariel got brought to Alpha Trion. He made Optimus and Elita 1. But that was in episode 43. The aerial bots had one of the first rap commercials. That was pretty cool. And they were created by Alpha Trion merging with Vector Sigma to wake up Vector Sigma so he would give the aerial bots personalities. That went on until around 1987, where the series ended, and then Japan picked it up with the Headmasters, and they were a big part of the Headmasters, which branched over into 2 runs of the United Kingdom comic book, where at first they were just, part of the group, but they were seen often. And then the second run of the UK comic book, they were part of Earth Force. And while they were part of Earth Force, our boy Skydive here in Fortress Maximus were defending the Ark from the Decepticons and a whole bunch of, you know how they can be. So, and yeah, after that, they've had some toy runs, things of that nature. They were featured in 2 video games, Revenge of the Fallen and War for Cybertron. And then they've had several adorations. This is one of the adorations. This is from the Revenge of the Fallen series. Never in the movie. Him or this one behind me in the military square. Never in the movie. Ever. Yeah, I'm going to skip past all this Beast Wars, Beast Machines stuff. Because I didn't like it. I didn't care for that series at all. Anyway. So, that is what's on the card and what I know about the aerial bots and skydive particularly. So, at this point, we're going to call you over, you know, show you his articulation as a plane, show you his articulation as a robot, show you how to turn him back into a plane, give you our final thoughts. But before we do any of that, I'm going to ask you to, hey, give me a like, subscribe if you haven't. Give me a comment. It's on here somewhere. I don't know. Click on that if you have a question. I'll try to answer it for you. Let me see. Okay, got that out of the way. So, oh, by the way, have you seen that there's another chair over here? Right here. There's a reason for that. Swoop is on his way. Swoop is on his way. Swoop is on his way. Hey. And makes me very happy, by the way. So I had to make another consort chair. That's what the chair beside the king and queen's throne is called. A consort chair. So he has 4 consorts, his brothers. So they deserve a consort chair. And I had to build another one because Swoop was shipped today. Got the confirmation from the big bad toy store itself. Alright, so first we're going to go with the stand that I made out of 2 Star Wars discs and a paperclip. Boom. That did not come with it. I created that. Hot glue both of them together, nip off this little foot peg on the bottom one, and curl the bottom of the paper clip so it's kind of like, it looks like a cinnamon roll. Flatten it out, press it on with hot glue or super glue, your choice. And actually I think I super glued this one. And then bend your wire to fit whatever, and boom, there you go. I actually fixed one of my brother-in-law's Mythic Legions. Wouldn't stand up, just wouldn't. So I created a wooden base about yay big, and then took part of a wire hanger and did the same thing, and then glued that together. So his articulation is very very limited. He's got 3 separate landing gear to keep it so this part doesn't get scraped. Now this part is his head, so it does go all the way around. And that's his articulation with the plane. Now, these do go up and down, however, that's due to transformation. And I'm missing the dome on the cockpit because this came in a lot. Okay. So, this is Prime. I love, this is my favorite Transformers, by the way, Prime. Alrighty. So, here's what we do. We take the arm and we unplug it from here. We flop it out that way. We do the same thing over here. There we go. Yep. Okay. That allows us to take these 2 here and flop those down. Once you do that, you can take this whole apparatus and see what I did there? Completely invert that so his head is now up here. Fold the black pieces back, fold the wings back. Now, his hands don't come out per se. They're just pegged there. So, wings go down so you can bend the shoulders. At which point you take the waist, turn it sideways, separate the legs, turn the legs, flatten out the feet, and you have skydive all transformed. Now, his articulation, you can mess with the wings, you can mess with these black things. His head goes all the way around, and if you look back here, there is light piping. Okay. His arm goes out. There is a shoulder swivel. There's also an elbow swivel because they're on ball joints. So goes out, goes back, goes forward, nice bend at the elbow. Waist is on a full 360, kicks that far forward. Sure, I'll do it that way. That far backwards. Can do a complete split. He's a little, well, top heavy, but other than that, there you go. Kind of a hip swivel, and this swivels too, but it wants to give you a hard time. It's a little stiff. And then the ankle does that. And to go back, you take this part and you flop it out that way. You take this part and you turn it that way. Flatten those out. Okay. Flop up the head. Splare out the wings and that black part. Okay. Turn this sideways. That clamps. Flatten out the wings. Now, make sure that the wing is up. Bend and make sure that peg goes in there. Okay. Make sure that the wing is up. Bend at the elbow. Plug it in there. Take our head. Flop it down so it locks in. Take that. Put in those holes and bingo bango, there we go. So, a little further down there. There we go. Alrighty, so we're going to put him over here. This is where I think I have that on backwards. Because it keeps wanting to flop over. Yep, I had it on backwards. Alright, so from the corner, from His Majesty King Grimlock and the Council of Consorts. Love that. Found out what the chair is called. They want to thank you. Directors always want to thank you. Optimus is still too busy to thank anybody. I want to thank you. And from the bottom of my heart, I want you to remember, three things. One, till all are one. Two, swoop is coming, swoop is coming. And three, and probably most important, Uncle Bobby loves you. So, till next week. Later.